he tied Sue up, he raped her, he beat her to death, and he set her body and her home on fire.
It's a horrifying story. Your safety and the safety of your family could be at stake when you hire a service worker to come to your home. This winter, 3 people were killed in their homes, a choir teacher and an elderly couple. Now, this man, Austin police say Timothy Parlin, is connected to the crimes. He has a history of doing yard work in North Austin where the 3 people were killed. Consumer reporter Betty Cross shows us why it's critical to know who's knocking at your door.
Think about it. How many people are in and around your house every day? And what do you really know about any of them? In December, choir director Kathy Blair was murdered inside her Northwest Austin home.
Be very careful when you hire that stranger.
Police Chief Art Acevedo says one of the men linked to her death did landscaping work at the house months earlier.
When you're inviting people into your home, you want to make sure that not somebody's going to turn around and come back to hurt you.
But that's exactly what happened.
It's extremely devastating.
To Lucia Bone's sister, Sue Weaver.
It's something you don't ever get over.
The brutal story of Sue's murder is now being used to help raise awareness. On this website, Lucia tells how Sue hired a reputable department store to clean her air ducts. She also writes that Sue trusted the company she hired to send safe workers.
There were 2 convicted felons that were sent to do the service work in Sue's home. One was a twice convicted sex offender on parole, and the other one was his supervisor that had done time for breaking and entering. So it was a single woman, home alone, 2 convicted felons. One of them returned 6 months later, and he tied Sue up, he raped her, he beat her to death, and he set her body and her home on fire.
Lucia thinks Sue would still be alive if the company had done criminal background checks. She's now pushing for national laws requiring checks on all service workers who come to customers' homes.
It's a comprehensive criminal search.
Fred Giles is an expert on background screening. He says there are easy ways to verify a convicted felon won't show up at your door. But he says too many businesses don't get what they don't know about their employees.
Well, if I talk to you and I get a sense of who you are, then I should feel comfortable in hiring you. They have a belief that they're able to judge the individual in the interview.
Until the law changes. Lucia says if a service worker is coming over, brew an extra cup of joe.
Don't be home alone. Invite a friend over for coffee. It's a lot harder to get in trouble with someone else there than it is just a single person home alone.
But what if you are home alone when a service worker knocks on the door? First, already be on the phone with a family member or friend when you open the door. Then ask for identification. Mom, Mark Smith just arrived to fix the refrigerator. I'll call you in an hour or as soon as he finishes the job. Now, you'll want to check your position. You should always walk behind the service worker. Direct, don't lead. Mark, the refrigerator is straight ahead and it's on your left. Now, we're in the kitchen for this service job, so I'd want to have a quick exit plan out the back door. So leave the door unlocked. That way you can get out in just a few seconds. And one final note, don't let your pets or your children give you a false sense of security.
Children are not protection. You might do something harmful to the kids to get you to do what they want you to do.
Of course, most service workers are perfectly safe, but unless you know their background, don't assume you will be. Betty Cross, KITV News.